From Los Angeles, California, we are the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Well, what is up there, fine friends? And welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name is Kevin Kraft, and joining me from the bottom of a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit, the goofy, grinning, piss-beard booger eater known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo.
And our special guest for the week, it's Dingleberry the Crack Surprise. Is your Captain Crunch out of Crunch Berries? Just pluck a flavor sphere out of Dookie Boy's butt and you're back in business, baby. Welcome back, DBTCS.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Happy spanking, fellow comers.
Am I making Dingleberry Captain Crunch? Is that what that was?
Your
Instead
ass,
of crunching berries, it's Dingleberries?
yeah, your ass is like a Pez dispenser for Dingleberries.
Oh,
That's the product.
nice. Hey, it's going to fly off the shelves. You better get to dbtcs.com real quick before it's sold out.
Yeah, this is a hot item that will not last. I wanted to start the show real quick with a little bit of housekeeping. I've brought it up in the past, but it seems like Spotify has declared war on MSPH.
Oh no, what happened this time?
Same old shit.
Rogan.
They're just knocking down our episodes, and there's not a goddamn thing I can do about it.
Is it hurting our numbers?
Yeah, of course it is.
What
Because
the fuck?
I mean,
What have we said that's so offensive?
I don't know, but it's like, of course, people could just use a superior service because Spotify is just straight up ass.
The Swedes.
But people are just unwilling. Like, nope, it's Spotify or nothing, and I can't fucking do anything about it. Like, they're all these companies are just like complete dog shit. They're all fucking everybody over. Spotify is the worst offender. And they're, like everything, run by AI, and there's no chance. You can't stand up to them. You can't do anything. Like, the first time I noticed that, well, I noticed because people were pointing it out that an episode was missing. I was, like, hitting them up. They weren't getting back to me. Then they, like, directed me back to the podcast hosting site that hosts all of our episodes, and then they directed me back to Spotify, and I was like, just give me a fucking answer, man. Why are you fucking with us? We're low on the totem pole. We've been doing this for close to 16 years, fighting tooth and nail for our goddamn life with every jerk-off A-lister up from TV and movies that is just like, oh, I can make even more money. I'll just drink all these podcasters' milkshake. And then now Spotify is just like, yeah, we're just going to fucking nuke your shit. And yeah, there's an appeals process, wink, wink, much like the door close button on an elevator. You press it all you fucking want, but it's not connected to anything.
I kind of thought you were going to make a soccer reference there. I was like, oh, man, sweet. This is going to be topical.
Oh, no, I don't know how to make soccer references.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I appealed, and I had to, like, fill out a form and sign it, and then click a thing that's like, I acknowledge that once I hit this appeal, I can't do anything else. And I hit submit, and it like instantly came back, and it was just like, too bad. It's just like, okay, so we can't get any information. You're clearly not double checking. It's like a sweeping AI just plucking things out, saying this violated our terms and services. It's deleted, and trying to get an appeal of something like, hey, can somebody with a fucking brain in their skull just like check this instead of just a sweeping AI?
It'd be nice if they would at least tell us what we did so we know not to do it again.
Yeah, it's just violation of terms and services. So there was clearly nothing to the appeal process besides me hitting the door close button on the elevator. And instantly getting a reply saying, yeah, your appeal is rejected. This episode is saying permanently banned. And I thought it might just be a one-off. And it's now, I haven't even gone back that far. I haven't even gone back like a few months, but last week's episode is gone. There's like 3 episodes gone within like a couple months. And who fucking knows how many are gone before that. So it looks like they go up and then they're deleted real quick. So if you're hearing this on Spotify before it gets fucking taken down, ditch these fucking scumbags, please, for the love of God. There's like a billion other ways you can listen to the show. Just fuck Spotify and their stupid fucking asses. Nobody else has taken us down. Every episode is still up on, Apple and all the other apps, but Spotify is a bunch of cunts. Yes, I know, Shuddy. You fucking smirking pain in the ass. Well, actually, yeah, I know. There's a fucking point where we cut them off and those old episodes are just gone.
Kevin, I was not correcting you. I was letting it before somebody from the internet jumped down your throat about it.
Well,
I was just hedging our bets and covering your backside. I was not trying to dunk on you. My apologies.
Yeah. Well, there you go. The episodes are fucking gone. Nothing I can do. Spotify, just flip me the double bird. And if you want to hear the show, you got to go somewhere else.
That note, I do have to handle some big acai business, so I will be right back.
Take some of this energy with you and fucking smite these fools, Shuddy.
I'll do my best.
But yeah,
I got some beef with the Swedes. These pieces of shit.
If you couldn't tell, I'm a little salty about it. It's just, man, it's just a little. It kind of takes the wind out of your sails when you just fucking grind and grind and grind and grind. You're like up against the fucking world, and then some corporation steps in and like, yeah, we're gonna make it even fucking harder, dude. We're gonna delete your shit. Fucking why?
There's no reason for it, right? It's just the general violated terms and services.
Yep, whatever the fuck that means.
And we don't know. We don't know if it means like specific content or something. I guess that's what it has to be, right? Something that one of us said.
I can't imagine it's something we said, but this is hardly anywhere near the fucking edgy. We're not even trying to be edgy. There are people out there trying to be edgy, and their whole fucking library is pristine on Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't know why they want to fuck with us, but we must have pissed some. There must be some. Was that Wikipedia guy that's always butt fucking us? Carlos Mencia?
Carlos Sanchez?
Carlos Sanchez. Yeah, he must have like quit Wikipedia and got hired by Spotify.
I like when anything goes wrong with this podcast, we just blame Carlos Sanchez. I'm okay with that.
But it's crazy, right? Because like you figure Apple would probably be the biggest douche about things. And, they haven't taken any of our stuff down.
You never know when the bullshit or where the bullshit's coming from or who for that matter.
I know.
It's fucking bogus, dude. It sucks, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like when fucking corporations control everything, you can't do anything. Literally, what are you going to do?
And there's probably people complaining, right? Puminati complaining that the podcast, they haven't listened to the podcast or where's the podcast this week because not any fault of theirs, but they use Spotify because it works well for most of their shit.
Yeah.
Fucking bogus, man.
I mean, it's easy to do. Like Shuddy just recently got rid of Spotify and switched over to Apple Music. I don't know if it works on Androids, but like, there's literally a button in the settings of like import your playlists and your songs from another service. So if you ever wanted to switch and you're like, yeah, fuck these jerk offs, it's not that difficult to do. But I don't know. It's effort. Fuck effort.
Hey. Yeah. I mean, I know you're mad right now and I am too, but effort does suck. It is lame sometimes to give effort.
I know.
Even if it is just clicking a couple buttons or like I get like bent out of shape about having to open another computer tab. Like, oh God, I got to go all the way to Twitter now. Ugh.
Do you know how far I have to move my mouse?
For real, dude.
It's like catty corner across the fucking screen.
Oh my God, I got to type in another URL. Ugh. Just kill me.
So yeah, I get it. But like, it's also one of those things like, I tried. Do you know like how annoying it is dealing with fucking customer services, especially when they're jerking you off, telling you, hey, go back and talk to the other guy. And then you talk to them and they're like, hey, go back again and talk to the other guy. And you're like, fuck both of you. God fucking damn it. Like, your biggest fish to fry is Mad Scientist Party Hour? Fucking hell.
Yeah. Man, it sucks, dude. I had recent beef with an airport or plane tickets, and I had to call their customer service, and of course they were just completely worthless.
Yeah.
And that's never fun. They even the lady on the phone actually, because I kept asking, I guess somewhat in her defense, I kept asking the same question because I didn't like the answer she was giving me. She kind of laughed. I was like, "Are you fucking laughing? Did you just laugh at me?" She's like, "I'm laughing at the situation because I've already explained it to you, and I'm not laughing at you." I was still just like annoyed and pissed off. But yeah, dude, customer service sucks. Like, half these fucking companies don't even have human customer service anymore. It's just straight up like,
AI.
"Oh, we'll connect you with the chat."
Yep. Yeah,
And,
AI.
you gotta,
AI.
jump through.
The coolest thing in the world. AI.
You gotta jump through hoops to connect with the AI chat sometimes. Like, they try to just handle it with frequently asked questions page, and it's just like after enough prodding and pestering, they'll eventually be like, all right, you can talk to Hal, the AI. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, things just keep getting cooler and cooler. I'm pumped. So yeah. Anyway, Shuddy's still gone, so I'll just do a quick little of other housekeeping that's a little more lighthearted. This Thursday, I'm going to be doing a show with Dustin at the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach. I'm going to be on stage with him while he does this new show that he's got. It's a monthly show where him and a few other stand-ups do a few minutes, and then there's a sign-up sheet where audience members come up and just tell a joke. And it's not like trying out your act. It's not doing a routine. It's literally just like tell like an old school Jackie the Joke Man Martling joke. And then they get rated by the comedians, and then they like declare a winner at the end of it. So I'm going to be on stage like riffing with Dustin and doing the sound effects like this.
Happy spanking, fellow comers.
And, playing music.
Are you going to play that one?
No. I can't play anything out of context, I don't want to.
Okay.
I can't go up there on a DJ and then just like confuse the entire audience.
I don't think there needs to be context to play that soundbite, though. It'll probably get a laugh. Happy spanking, fellow comers.
I'll pretend to. Oh, oops! I hit the wrong button as the show is ending. I meant to play some happy like exit music, but I played happy spanking, fellow comers.
Comedy and Magic Club. You said Thursday the 9th?
Yeah, Thursday the 9th in Hermosa Beach. It's a 7:30 show. So, come out, start the fucking weekend early. Get out of the house, get off the couch, come see some live comedy. I mean, I don't know who the other comics are, but if you've never seen Dustin perform, he's the fucking best. He's awesome. And if you have seen him before, you know what I'm talking about, and you probably want to see him again. And also, I'm going to be a guest on Doug Loves Movies on July 22nd in San Diego at the American Comedy Company, his yearly Comic-Con live show from San Diego. So I'll be a guest there on July 22nd. So
that's awesome. Any
San Diego homies, come on out. If you're traveling for Comic-Con, if you're coming from out of town to check it out, it's preview night, so it's a good night to kick off the festivities. It's also my birthday, so I'm probably going to get drunk.
What day is this again? The 22nd?
Yeah, which is a Wednesday, just a little over 2 weeks from now. And, tell Spotify users about this because they're not going to hear it. What?
Are you staying down there in San Diego? Or are you coming back home?
No, I figure I would just commute back and forth every day for Comic-Con.
All right.
Kevin's feisty today. Kevin is he is itching for a fight from somebody.
I didn't know if that was like the last day at Comic Con and or how it was going.
No,
it's
preview night.
Confused, I guess.
Come on, Jeff, put up your dukes. Let's fucking go.
All right, I'm over here trying to put your birthday in the goddamn calendar. Maybe I can somehow celebrate it with you, and it's already in my calendar. God damn it! All right, whatever.
Are you coming to San Diego?
I could try to make it down there.
Don't do it.
I mean, it was just. I'm not going to Comic Con, so I would just go for Dickolas movies. It's at the American Comedy Club, you said, right? So it is a lot. Like, I can buy tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
And again, I don't know who the other guests are for that either, but
I'm a little nervous about this Comedy and Magic Club thing with Dustin Ibarra. If I go, do I have to go up there and tell a joke?
No, there's a sign-up sheet. Do you think I'm tricking you?
I think you might pressure me into telling a joke.
No, I feel like it might be difficult to sell tickets if everybody was required to go on stage. It would also be a very long show.
That's true. Okay.
I would love it if you forced Jeff to tell a joke, though.
I feel like that's sort of been phased. Like, if somebody was like, tell me a joke, I don't really have too many locked and loaded ready to go.
I know. Like,
and Hermosa Beach, that's an edgy town to be like, hey, take a microphone and just tell a joke. Be like, yeah, this is going to be one of those ones you heard from your racist uncle.
that's true. Yeah, I might get out there for the Thursday show.
How far is it from Long Beach? Is that like a crazy hike? Does that suck?
I mean, just every drive into Hermosa mostly sucks. I think you have an easier way to get there through Culver City, right? Or from Culver City?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but like just because Hermosa and Redondo are just so far away from the freeway, it's kind of a pain in the ass. And me in Long Beach, I'm kind of far away from the freeway. So let me see.
If I put it in and it's like a half hour, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a miracle if it's a half an hour for me.
I'm not expecting that.
7:30. I'll tell you right now. Magic Club. And I can set it to arrive on at 7:30. Well, I'll go 7:15.
Yipe. Yeah.
Thursday,
July 9th. The Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach.
Only 39 minutes. That's not bad.
Yeah. Anything under 40, that is technically a smidge under.
Yeah. 20 miles, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. All right, well, let's do what they call a reset. Let's do a mood reset and get goofy. If you listen to our Patreon show, if you're a subscriber, patreon.com/MadScientistPartyHour. Last week, the great Nicolas Cage came by and did our intro for us, which was very nice of him. And he must have had a good time because he asked if there was any way he could come back and participate more on the main show.
We love when he comes and participates.
So I pitched him. You know, Droopy kind of has the bad news thing covered, and, you know, Shuddy's got the Letterboxd D game. And I know Jeff has the porn comments down, but I was like, maybe you could just read some of the greatest hits. So you're not stealing Jeff's thunder. You're not getting any of the newbies. But maybe just revisit a few classics. We can do Dickolas Cage.
I can share the spotlight, the stage with Nicolas Cage. I was actually watching National Treasure the other night. One of my favorites.
Was that your 4th of July movie?
I think it was on. I was up like real late Friday night, so yeah, I think it was like 4th of July definitely on the East Coast and like bled into 4th of July on the West Coast. Like I was up until like 1:30, 2 o'clock on Friday night. Not even really doing anything, just like couldn't go to sleep. So I threw on National Treasure, which was on TV. So yeah, had to be in celebration of America's 250.
I just watched. I watched Death to Smoochie. Not exactly on on theme.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me see where the that porno music is while I text Mr. Cage from the green room, aka my toilet. Shuddy, what are you ripping there? Did you switch?
Is that a corncob pipe?
This is my new vape battery that I had mentioned in text.
You look like
sweet
Martin Starr in Adventureland.
It takes the cartridge right in the neck of it. It's fucking, I love it. It's so fucking silly.
So wait, which part is the battery? The stem or the bowl?
The bowl. The stem comes off so you can load the cart in.
Oh, so it's like a sleeve. Yeah. Have you tried to solve any mysteries since you got that?
Not yet, but people have been approaching me asking me if I was a detective.
Elementary, my dear Twatson. Shuddy Holmes is on the case. All right, hold on. Where is
when I first moved out to to California, I didn't have any smoking paraphernalia, and I used to use a corncob pipe that I bought from like Rite Aid.
That's a baller move.
With how strict Pennsylvania is with their medical marijuana, it is insane that this is allowed to be a legal medicinal device.
It's medicinal.
The guy at the dispensary even said, I can't believe that with how strict Pennsylvania is, they allow us to sell something like this.
Okay, I found the music. Here. Ha! Ha! Oh, yeah, baby. Slip into that bubble bath. Start rubbing your genitals. And flick your bean to the sultry sounds of Nicolas Cage. Hello, gentlemen. So what am I doing here? Just reading porno? That's where my career's gone. Alright, well, happy spanking, fellow cummers. I made an account just to post this comment, but this dude's dick is bent like a glow stick. And he's like, just some bones and skin.
Well, man, it sounds like something I've said before.
Alright, here's the next one. This video got me blowing serious loads. She's so hot, but why not show her teeth? Weird not to show.
That is a Jeff comment right there.
Yeah, I'm going back through me and Kevin's old texts to see if I can follow along with Mr. Cage.
Oh, these are greatest hits. I pulled these. I went back and re-listened to multiple episodes and just, not on Spotify, but you know, pulled.
of course not.
Pulled some of the hits.
Do you think that's what's getting us fucking removed? Actually, we didn't do porn comments last week. Remains a mystery.
All right, whose segment is this anyway? You're okay. All right, fine. Back to you. Man, this chick is all teeth and nipples.
Not enough teeth for the last guy, too much teeth for this guy. Jeez.
We need to find a happy tooth medium.
Yes, we do.
Did someone really say all teeth and nipples? Is that what I heard?
All All right,
Share that link with me.
Here's the next comment. Oh, I just keep coming everywhere. And I'm still stroking, wanting to come again. Fuck! This is the sexiest video I've seen today. I'll bust a nut to this one again. Alright, here's a good one. I want to knock her up and fill her with my autistic genes.
Until that one, I didn't remember any of these, but that one is seared into my fucking brain.
Where'd the music go? Where'd the music go? This is not my writer.
Obviously, the happy spanking fellow comers, but I didn't remember that any of them until the autistic genes one either. They sounded familiar, but the autistic genes, that one definitely I remember.
Do you remember this one, Jeff? Now my pant is all wet and messed up.
No, I don't remember that one.
Alright, what about this classic? One of the close-ups made her look like Mark Ruffalo.
It made her look like Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, I kind of remember that one.
All right, which ones haven't I done? Let's see. Oh, here's one. My life would be complete if I could slurp, lick, and slap away at that pretty pink hole in your ass.
Pretty pink hole in your ass?
Hole.
Oh. Alrighty.
What, Jeff? Is it like I'm saying things that are ridiculous here? Do these not make sense to you?
Pink hole in the ass. Thought it'd be maybe a brown eye, but...
Sometimes they're pink, sometimes they're pink.
I mean, if anybody's gonna know, it's probably Nicolas Cage. He's seen all kinds.
I've definitely seen my share. Shuddy boy.
Shuddy boy.
Okay, let's do another one. I love how women get super into it once nuts start slapping and the rhythm gets going. Okay, let's do one more. I gotta try and find one that I haven't read yet. These all sort of blend together! Did I do this one? This video got me blowing serious loads!
You did do that one, but it's a...
Okay. Just trying a different delivery, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like you hadn't read it before, but you're doing incredible.
I wanted to give the editor options, you know, different takes to work with. What have you?
As a true professional should.
I'm texting you one right now.
Okay, yeah, because I'm glad that you have my number, one, and two...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I read the whole list, so I'm sort of fucked.
I didn't text you. I mean, I sent in the Zoom chat that you're in.
I see it. I see this now. Okay. I've fucked a few of my friends' moms back in the day. I can't believe I won a fucking Oscar and now I'm here doing this shit. Mad scientist party hour my ass. All right, I'm getting.
I got one more I want you to read.
God damn it!
Another one.
Fine. You know what? I'm a generous man. I'm a Coppola. I'll fucking do it.
Here it is.
Moron! You came on the wrong tits, idiot!
You kind of broke up there. Try one more time.
I think Zoom cut him off because he did it with such vigor.
Oh, great. Another fucking corporation coming after this podcast. I will not stand for it. All right, I'll do it one more time. Moron! You came on the wrong tits, idiot.
It cut out the moron, but it got everything else.
You know what? That's it. They call me 2-Take Cage. I'm not doing it 3 times. I'm out of here. I am out of here. Mad Scientist Party Hour. Man, who says we don't pull big guests?
Fucking haters, that's it. You got Nick Cage riffing.
Yeah, delete that Spotify. It probably will be like, oh, this is the corporate deception or some shit. Trying to trick your listeners into thinking you had Nicolas Cage on, defaming the man, making him read horribly pornographic comments.
Well, he signed a waiver. He signed a waiver.
He also would probably have more fun doing it than he alluded to. He's probably secretly excited about it.
I actually did watch an interview he did. It might have been with the New York Times, but this guy just hit him with every rumor that's ever been started about him. And he was like a complete gamer. And he was just like, yeah, that one's true. I did that. Like he straight up owned up to like some weird stuff.
Was there, do you remember like the weirdest one or a couple of the weird ones?
Something to the effect like, did you dress up like Elvis in his clothes? Did you put on Elvis's clothes and go parading around? I forget if
wasn't he married to Elvis's daughter, right?
Yeah, and he was like, yeah,
okay,
I did. And some of the ones were like they were like half true, but it was like he still admitted to some really weird stuff. He's the fucking best.
We finally finished Spider Noir.
What'd you think?
In those, I thought it was incredible. I really enjoyed it. And
it's great, right?
There were just in the last 2 episodes, there were some really off the wall things that Spider-Man did. Like when he was the flashback of him getting his powers and like all those spastic movements. I just turned to Draven. I was like, "Oh, Nick Cage was just having so much. Like he was he was having so much fun doing this.
Yeah,
like he got to be to Nicolas Cage all over the place in the last couple of episodes. I thought it was really fun.
I know. I really hope they do another season. I haven't really been keeping an eye on the news to see if I haven't seen if it got picked up again or not, but man, it's one of those things that just sounds like somebody hallucinated while on mushrooms. Like I watched a black and white show where Nicolas Cage plays Spider-Man. It's like, no, you didn't. You ate mushrooms. That didn't happen.
That was an acid trip.
Excuse me. Shuddy, you recently, we like to discuss anytime there's some hard-hitting news in the fast food industry, and you tried something out that I didn't even know existed. I haven't even heard about this.
I didn't know it existed until Saturday afternoon. And I'm glad I found out it existed.
Yeah, what you're going to talk about, I think it's been around for a month or two. I saw it, or a couple months. I saw it like a month ago, and I just kind of forgot about it.
It has been around for a while. Sharon and I were talking on Saturday about what to do for dinner, and she had said that Jake wanted to go to Shake Shack, and I was like, okay, let's do it. She's like, they have some barbecue rib thing, and I was like, what? And yeah, it's a pork rib, boneless pork rib sandwich. It's like it's a McRib if a McRib was made with real pork
and not cardboard,
and had coleslaw on top, and it's like a Carolina barbecue sauce, so it's sweeter. Oh, it was incredible.
What are you guys' thoughts on
inhaled the thing?
What are your guys' thoughts on the actual McRib?
I am
Shuddy loves
a McRib stan.
Yeah.
I am a McRib stan to the point where the closest thing you can find in the world these days is the Encore pork rib microwave dinner. and it is identical to a McRib patty. Like it is.
I mean, you could always just grind up cardboard and bologna and put fucking barbecue sauce on it.
I remember Shuddy talking about this years ago. He's a huge fan of the McRib.
I am a big fan of the McRib, but this was incredible. This was incredible.
Better than the McRib.
More sophisticated. This is a grown-up McRib.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
Like, this was made with a legit piece of pork. Like, you know how when you bite into a real piece of meat, like it's got grain and like it looks like
Sure.
meat, and when you bite into a McRib, it looks like pressed meat. Like,
Yeah.
that was the difference in quality. It was really good. Fucking recommend it.
Does the patty itself have a protruding fake bone like the McRib does?
I don't know. I didn't deconstruct the sandwich to look at it. I opened it up, and within minutes it was gone. I just inhaled it.
But if you do have a legit pork rib, you'd have to debone it. Obviously, it's got ribs in there, so it might be like sticking up a little bit or have like those grooves.
I always found that funny that the McRib did that. It just like in whatever, just like, pressing tin that they make that out of, they leave room for the cookie cutter to have a fake bone sticking out.
Yeah, I think that they're trying to like make it look less fake, and it has the opposite effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's really going to be convinced that is legit pork meat. Like, oh, this looks like a pork rib, so it's got to be real.
So,
but
Jeff,
no, seriously, if you have a Shake Shack around, I recommend going to get it before it's gone.
I know, Jeff, you regularly speak with the snack sommelier. Have you heard of if he has any plans of doing a snack attack on it?
Yeah, I'll get a snack attack on the books for
that guy,
the Shake Shack McRib. Or yeah,
I didn't know that you guys.
I'll produce it.
I was worried that you guys wouldn't have Shake Shack out there.
It got closed in most places in LA County, but there's one in Long Beach. There's one like pretty close to my apartment. Actually, I don't think I've ever been to it. Actually, or if I have, I've done it once or twice, and I think it was DoorDash, but I'll just drive there and get it this week.
There's one in the malls by me have them. So the Fox Hills Mall in Culver City has it, and the Century City Mall, which is adjacent to Nakatomi Plaza, they also have one.
Okay.
Which is where you watched the soccer game the other night, right?
No, but a bunch of people did. That was such a weird thing. I sent Jeff and Shuddy a picture. I went. They have an AMC there, and it's a 15 screener. So if there's sort of like a more obscure movie that I want to see, I usually have to go see it there. Or if I want to see a movie in IMAX. The one down the street from me is only 6 screens. But I got out of the movie, and it's an outdoor mall. It's like a 2-story. It's pretty big. And in the center, they have just like sort of a performance space that a lot of times is filled up with some sort of promotional event. Like they had a big maze set up for Apple TV a few weeks ago, and then when they were sort of simping for Emmys, they put up a fake ice skating rink, and they did a thing for the boys called like Vaught on Ice. So they had people dressed up as like Homelander ice skating and doing like these songs called like Keep Christ in Christmas, and it was so funny watching all these people that aren't familiar with the boys at the Century City Mall watching this just like very religious but tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, it was satirical.
But people not knowing that it's satirical, just being utterly confused. I was like, oh, this is awesome. But yeah, they had a massive screen set up, and that whole area, it's big, was filled with people, like packed. And then the second floor balcony around it was also packed. And I was like, I know, like I was kind of dunking on it in the conversation with you guys, and you're like, well, yeah, you don't like sports, but it's one of those things that's better experience with a group and stuff. And I was like, I kind of get that, yeah. But like, you don't want to go to a bar or maybe have a few people. Like all these people have TVs in their house. They have all these options, and they're like, I'm just going to go to the mall.
Well, I wonder if you had to buy a ticket to like sit there, or I mean, if you're at a bar, you're usually buying food and drinks, and that can get expensive. But if
Yeah.
all you have to do is just like roll up to the mall, maybe, I don't know, pay for a ticket to sit there, at least you're not spending a lot of money on booze and food. Most likely, I don't know what the situation was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want food, you can just go to Shake Shack.
Yeah, were people like eating or drinking? Did you notice?
I wasn't really looking for that. I was more or less, I just wanted to take a picture and send it to you guys and be like, look at these pussies. But then I didn't realize you guys had also transitioned into soccer fans.
Dude, it's a world event. And yeah, soccer is lame. I like dunking on it almost as much as you. I can't say as much as you anymore because I am watching it, but it's just a thing. And then because where I work, Fox is the TV broadcaster of the World Cup. It's like it's all we're ever talking about right now, especially because America is hosting it and America is in the round of 16. So it's been kind of, I don't know, shoved down my throat to an extent. And I've swallowed it.
Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also one of those things, like one of the things we always make fun of soccer about is 98% of it is just dudes doing sprints. Just running from one side of the field to the other side of the field, and someone falls over and fakes an injury and starts crying to try and get the other guy in trouble. And then like maybe 2% of it is someone scoring a goal, if it even happens. And in the day of social media and clipping, I imagine anything that interesting that happens will just come across your feed, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I saw that.
For sure. But also it's like I only mostly have it on for background noise. The only games that I've mostly paid attention to have been Mexico and America. And like I've went to a sports bar for the 2 or 3 of the 4 Mexico games. Then I went to my brother's fiance's family's house for the other. So like I'm partying, I'm eating, I'm drinking beer, I'm talking shit, and I'm not like laser focused on the game. It's just It's almost background noise. And like it's actually kind of fun because like when it comes to basketball and football, it's a little more intense for me because I'm paying attention. I have like a lot of money on it, and like I'm not being social. Whereas in soccer, I'm being a little more social as I watch it.
Yeah. Well, look, man, in this fucking horrible world, I'm gonna call you pussy from time to time just because it's funny. But yeah, I'm not gonna dunk on you for finding happiness in this world.
That's strong. I'm just watching soccer, bro. I'm just watching soccer.
Gotta fucking grab it while you can, right? Jesus Christ.
Fair enough. Dude, you can we talk about your Venice trip?
Oh!
Well, if he says no, we've already...
No, I mean, it's...
I didn't think there'd be an issue.
It wasn't terribly interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's...
But you went to an event, an outdoor like drinking lounge event in Venice Beach.
It's kind of a stretch. There's a golf course that's like 2 miles from my place, and it's technically in Venice, but it's not like beach adjacent. It might even be closer to my house than it is the beach. But a couple of my buddies, they do like singles events there once a month. And I got a bunch of buddies that are single, and they're like, we got to go out there. We're fucking old and decrepit, so we got to strike while the iron's tepid. And I thought this was like a singles event, and they were like, hey, we're going, get your tickets. So I did, and apparently they have an event there at this golf course every Friday. So it's essentially just like a big hang. It's not a huge part of the golf course. It's just like they rope off this little area by the clubhouse and, a place where they're making food and stuff. And people just pack all the available lawn with blankets and stuff, and they're selling drinks and food, and you just, sit down with your homies and drink, and weather's beautiful. It was cool. It was fun. I mean, nothing really noteworthy to report back on.
Were there Abraham Lincolns?
Yeah. It was like the Hall of Presidents of Abraham Lincoln's.
Damn, dude.
Like
Damn.
my inner monologue was just looking around like swing, 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 swing. I know I love chicks love it when you do that, but it was also one of those things where they were also like in their 20s too, and
Yeah,
it's
dude.
getting harder and harder for me to fucking hide my actual age. So
Yeah, on
it
4th of July, me and Bill, after the fireworks, took scooters down to Second Street because he took a scooter from where he lives, also on Second Street, but on Naples Island through the Second Street bars up to my place, and he was like, "Dude, it was just crazy hot chicks in bikinis out and about. It was fucking insane." And I kind of talked him into going. Well, I mean, he was going back that way anyways to go home, but I was like, "Hey, let's go check it out. I'll scooter down there with you." And we went down there, and dude, there was like lines down the block to get into Panama Joe's, Legends, Shannon's, and Dogs.
I believe it.
Actually, Legends didn't even have that long of a line, but it was a $10 cover. And I was like, I'm not fucking paying that. And there were so many hot girls, but like you with your golf course trip, most of them were just like from 21 to 25, like
Yeah,
zero interest in the Jeff Meister, zero.
yeah. It's like no 10 in LA in their 20s is like, yeah, let me go fuck with this mid dude in his 40s. Like,
Yeah, I don't. We do not have enough money or cocaine or status
no.
to be pulling those kind of chicks.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
I thought you were going to ask me about going to Anime Expo.
Well, I knew you were going to. Excuse me, I thought you were going to bring that up anyways. I wasn't sure if you're going to bring up the golf course thing because I did want to talk to you about that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm
There's nothing.
assuming the Anime Expo convo is coming up.
Yeah, I mean, again, not a ton to discuss there, but definitely more eventful than me just, striking out at a golf course.
Did you go? Were you wearing a fucking like a Beanie Baby when you were there?
It's a little Naruto bag charm.
Naruto bag charm.
Yeah.
Is that something that like you wear often, or is it just for the anime?
No, I keep it on my book bag, but since I was going to Anime Expo and I didn't bring my book bag, I just hooked it onto my belt loop. It's like I don't really have too much to contribute. I can't like cosplay as anything. I don't have a ton of anime gear, but I did wear a Dorohedoro shirt and I fucking clipped on my Naruto bag charm. Yeah. And I went with our friend Bonnie,
You motherfucker.
who she's been mentioned a few times on the podcast. She's a fellow dork and convention lover. So
She's one of the oldest Puminati.
yeah, OG. And I had been seeing clips online because I think it goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's pricey. So we just got tickets for Sunday. It's the shortest day, but it's also the cheapest. And the clips I saw leading up to it was fucking pandemonium. Apparently they oversold the event, so people with badges were getting turned away. There were videos of people getting trapped and bottlenecked. It was
Oh no! Was there a stampede?
No, there wasn't like a nerd stampede, but it clear like people were so pissed that on the videos that were going viral, people were tagging like people were narking the event out to the LA Fire Department. Do something about this at LAFD. And DBTCS and I do a monthly anime show that Shuddy is actually a regular guest on, called Dragon Ball Queef on the Patreon. And, we watch the first episode of an anime series and sort of break it down and comment on it and make jokes and stuff. But it's in a sea of animes. There's fucking trillions of different animes. There's a very narrow target we're trying to hit, where it's got to be like weird and funny and usually obscene or violent or horny or something, but it's got to be weird and it has to give us something to talk about.
So we hit that target like once every few months.
I feel like we do a pretty good job.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
There's actually, I see regular comments of people saying that it's their favorite Patreon show. But anyway,
Take that.
I watch more anime than I normally would because I'm trying to find that sweet spot. So people make a lot of suggestions, and I watch the first episode of a lot of shit to see if it fits the bill, and most don't. And even with that, it's just, I'm looking around, I don't fucking recognize any of these costumes. Everybody's cosplaying as shit. It all kind of melds into that anime gray sludge of like, they look like they're in fantasy times, Game of Thrones with Final Fantasy added to it. It's hard to describe, but there's like, I don't know, a billion animes that every character kind of like dresses this in the same thing. And that seems to be what a lot of people cosplay as. But much like the Venice golf course, Abraham Lincoln's just...
Was there more at the Anime Expo? Or you want to just say different? We'll say different?
Different, yeah, because there's something different about just, like an LA missile and just a cute, dorky girl that's been ignored by the chodes that just, like when you watch, She's All That, and you're like, oh my God, these fucking idiots aren't hitting on Rachel Lee Cook because she has overalls and glasses and a ponytail. Like, come on, everybody in real life could see through that. But I feel like these like convention girls, these cosplay girls, they do kind of fly under the radar in real life, and then they show up to these conventions, and they're kind of dressed in skimpy outfits, and they're fucking babes regardless. Like, they're beautiful. And then they show up, and a lot of them wearing skimpy clothes, and that's when dudes are like, ooh, like doing that like Jim Carrey wolf with the eyes bugging out of the head.
Yeah, but it's also part of it could be like they're not hanging out with guys that are gonna hit on them or maybe don't have the most game.
That's true too.
And they don't put them because their hobbies are things that nerdy dudes enjoy. They're not putting themselves around guys that are maybe more aggressive socially, shall we say?
Yeah, I mean, I would consider myself a wuss with no game.
Yeah, me too.
I would love to be able to just go up to a girl that I think is cute and start a conversation with her. And you think a dude that talks this much and records it would know how to start a conversation with somebody, but I do not.
We need to bring back that guy, the pickup artist. Remember that that guy we had on, like fucking
Jordan Harbinger.
Harbinger.
Yeah,
I actually knew that. I remember that name. Yeah.
We do have to get him back. Be like, dude, can you just come to a bar with me and like, I'll wear an earpiece and it can be like Impractical Jokers and you just tell me what to do. But instead of making me look like an asshole, you help me get laid.
You think his game has evolved, or he's probably out by now? He's probably like married with kids.
I don't know.
Probably
You still
not.
do better than me, buddy.
Yeah.
Actually, you can definitely if you're looking for chicks from a position of power like that, you're probably doing much better than me.
This was my second go around with Anime Expo. The only other time I went was with Carl back in 2022. And one of the things that really justified my ticket when I went back then was around this year as well, and that's the 18 plus area, which is just fucking hysterical. It's hysterical. Like
It's not weird.
Oh, it's
Or
weird.
it is weird.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
super weird. Super weird. So there's, the this one was the biggest I've ever seen it. They closed down like multiple streets near the convention center in downtown LA. It wasn't in just one gigantic main room. They had it in the basement. They had it in like down the hallway in this other big giant space. They had stuff going on in all the little offices throughout the hallways. It was fucking massive. And the 18 and up area is in just like the gigantic open convention floor. It's just roped off with black curtains, and you have to show your ID to prove you're 18, get a wristband, and get access to it. And it is some of the most vulgar shit I've ever seen. It's, body pillow length pillowcases of nude anime chicks and dudes and furry crossovers. Like there were people selling prints of a wolf man. So it was like a hybrid, just like buff dude, one leg up, wolf face with a red rocket boner. So not like a dude penis, like an animal penis.
Right.
Clearly meant to be horny and enticing. And the artist alley behind the black curtain in the 18 plus was selling just anime girls with tits the size of beanbag chairs and a dude behind them like squeezing their nips and milk just shooting everywhere. And Bonnie and I were walking down it just like pointing and laughing. And the joke was on us because every one of those prints had a fucking Post-it note on it saying sold out.
No shit. The 18 and older section was just killing it. Printing money.
Killing it. And it's not like, these aren't just like 8x10 fucking glossies. These are like, you know, Second Coming of John Cooper size posters. These are legit gigantic posters. And it's like, where are you putting this? Does your family ever come over? Like, do you have friends, visitors? Like, you're not worried about... I know we're in this age of not shaming people, but for Christ's sake, if I went over to somebody's house and they had like a wolf man with a red rocket squeezing giant honkers, shooting milk into a glass, I would have questions. Especially if I was related to that person. Like, can you imagine your mom coming over and you just have that framed in your living room?
I would have more questions for myself on why I was hanging out with that person and if I should continue.
And if you're going to survive this encounter.
Yeah.
Am I about to be turned into a chair?
This is the last time I'm ever going to see this thing.
I also did go, so there was this booth. And, you know, I'm not usually this efficient, but Bonnie is a very, very efficient, planned out, meticulous nerd.
And she has like an itinerary.
Yeah, and even when she doesn't have an itinerary, we go into like a different convention hall, and she's like, "Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go left to right and zigzag through every single aisle, so you see literally everything that's offered." And we did that in the 18 plus area, and we went to this booth where they were selling nudie mags of cosplay girls. And they had girls that were in the magazines there just kind of like hawking it. So I had actually told her about it because I saw this at a different convention and they were selling this hardcover book and I started flipping through it. And it was like half dudes and half chicks. And it was like alternating pages. So you'd be like, oh man, that's a really cute nerdy girl just like stripping out of her cosplay. And then the next one is just like some dude like, here's my boner. Like, ah! Go to the next.
Like Phil Mickelson flexing with his dick out.
Yeah, and so I was you know telling Bonnie about it and making jokes, and then when I saw that booth, I was like, oh my god, this might be it. So I'm flipping through this like nudie mag, and this girl comes up and she's like, hey, if you turn to the back, that's my butt. And I was like, really? So course, like, you know, you don't want to be rude, so I flipped it over and there's her fucking butt with like a pokeball hanging out of it, and I was like, that's your butt, huh? She's like, yeah. I'm like, fucking cool. And they had all these different versions of it, like different themed cosplays, and it's just like each girl gets like 4 pages. She starts in a full cosplay, the next one she's missing a little bit more, and then eventually she's just butt ass naked. And I was just like, this, I'm not hiding, you know, my fucking inner thoughts anymore. This is fucking cool. And I was like, I'll take 2. So I just straight up fucking bought these porno mags. Yeah, porno mags. They're like, you know, Playboys. There's nothing vulgar. It doesn't cross into like penthouse territory, but you know.
Well, where did Bonnie stand on this?
I'm sure she was
Uber home? I'm
sure she was silently judging me, but she didn't vocalize it.
We're not carpooling home. I'm actually gonna Uber now.
Yeah, I'm calling a Waymo. This is weird. But yeah, pretty much that was essentially my only purchase. I just bought smut.
Porn. You went to the anime convention and bought porn. You fucking sketchy motherfucker.
I know. Like from the chicks that are in there too. It's just like That's just like
Essentially
essentially saying,
small business. That's nice.
I really want to see you naked, and I'm going to buy this so I can.
Oh man,
That's how I tried to justify it, though. You know what? I'm supporting, small business and
content creators.
yeah, and if you're a dorky gal that wants to take her clothes off, I am in your corner. I'm an ally. I support you. This is cool.
I support all dorky chicks who want to get naked.
And I don't know. There's just something. There's just something hotter about it, not being just like fucking supermodels, but these just normal, everyday girls that are complete babes.
You got to try to shoot your shot with that one, huh?
No, I mean, I know where I stand.
I mean,
No one wants to hit this.
You're probably more successful than 99% of the weebs out there. Made a movie.
Yeah. Any of you other guys write and direct your own failure of a movie?
Come on. It's just waiting to fucking blow up.
It's a tinderbox waiting for its first spark. But yeah, that was my entire fucking anime expo. Well, I know I talked to our friend Droopy, and he felt bad about bumming everybody out last week, and he feels he went a little too hard. He embarrassed himself in front of Dominic. So he wants another shot at it. He wants to do another shot, but a little bit more mellow. So I told him he could. So real quick, we'll just go over some of the movies that I saw this past week. I don't know if you guys got a chance to go to the cinema. And then we'll bring on the Droopster to offer him a shot at redemption. So the movie that I saw on the day that men's soccer was happening was, I don't even know if this is on your guys' radar. Are you aware of the new Seth Rogen, Olivia Wilde, Edward Norton, Penelope Cruz movie?
It's called The Interview, right?
The Invite.
The Invite. Yeah, I'm aware of it. But I fucked up the name. I don't know much about it. Obviously.
I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, they're not really doing a ton of promotion for it. Like I don't know if the distributor, and I think it's A24, isn't really. Maybe it's still in limited release, and that's why. But it got on my radar when it was doing the rounds at like bigger film festivals and getting a lot of good early buzz. And Olivia Wilde directed it, and Rashida Jones and somebody else wrote the script. And I learned in the opening credits that it's a remake of a foreign film, but it literally just has those four people in it. And I'm a big Seth Rogen fan, so of course I was like, all right, well, I'm checking this out. And boy, what a fucking flick.
Really?
Holy shit. Excellent. It was excellent. It's kind of like, and the whole time I was watching it, I can wholeheartedly recommend this to Jeff Clark. Because I know you really liked Marriage Story.
Yep.
And this is like Marriage Story if it were a straight up comedy.
Okay.
It's so goddamn funny.
I'm interested.
Seth Rogen is very Jeff Clark-esque in it as well. And it's one of those movies where it's very awkward, but you're locked in the whole time. And it's basically just they're a married couple that's on the rocks, and Olivia Wilde invites the upstairs neighbors down who they don't have a relationship with for a dinner, and it just gets weird.
Oh shit.
And
it's just the four of them in this house the whole time?
Yeah, it essentially takes place in real time. And it's so goddamn good. It's so goddamn good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check this out. Only 107 minutes, too. Not bad.
Yeah. Solid runtime. It doesn't drag. It doesn't wear out its welcome. It's got its like sweet and endearing moments. Everybody in it absolutely crushes it. Like everybody, like I've never seen Olivia Wilde play kind of like an awkward, nervous, like anxiety-ridden person before, and she was great at it. Seth Rogen, again, kind of played Jeff Clark. And then Edward Norton and Penelope Cruz are kind of just perfect, wonderful weirdos.
So go
Fucking
back to
great.
the plot for a second. Penelope Cruz and Ed Norton invited Olivia Wilde, excuse me, and Seth Rogen down.
No, it's reversed.
Reversed. Okay.
And Olivia Wilde does it without telling Seth Rogen, and he has zero interest in like having these people over and having a relationship with them. So there's just conflict and awkwardness all over the place. And man, like I saw it in a packed theater, and everybody was just laughing hysterically through the whole thing. Great theatrical experience. Excellent movie. 4.5 dicks. I fucking loved it. It was so goddamn good. And then I also
Where
saw
do you rank it against like your favorite movies of the year? I thought it was based on how excited you were. I thought it was going to get a 5-dicker.
It's tough to outright give something a 5-dicker for me these days. Like sometimes on second viewing, they get bumped up from a 4.5. Like I start Weapons was a 4.5 when I saw it, and then on a rewatch, it was just like, fuck, this is a 5-dicker. There's no denying it.
I've only seen that once. I might have to rewatch that, see if I can get up to 5 dicks. I think Bill has it at 5 dicks too. You love that movie. I'm actually going to go get a Celsius. I'll be right back, but I can hear you guys.
I would say
a Celsius.
For the year, according to my good old trusty Letterboxd, I think my highest rated movies are Project Hail Mary, The Drama, which kind of felt similar to The Invite. So those three are my highest rated movies so far of 2026. And I also saw the new Minions.
How was the new Minions?
Because fuck it, I have AMC A-list. Why not? Jeff just poked his head in like a minion from the side of the screen.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for.
I've never been terribly entertained by the antics of the Minions. I did like the first Despicable Me very much. I've seen all the sequels. I like the one where Trey Parker was like an 80s villain. I think that was 3 or 4. But that one was fun. The Minions standalone movies have been, whatever. But this one was solid. For somebody who's not a big Minions fan, I enjoyed this very much. Trey Parker, once again, voices the villain. He's like a little cute, squishy toy version of Cthulhu. And it's sort of just like a love letter to Hollywood and old-timey movies. It was dope. I was not expecting to like it. But it's one of those movies where if you got to take your kids to the theater and you're kind of dreading it, I feel like this is one that is not torture. This is a good one.
Right. But you didn't take any kids. You just went by yourself.
Well, you don't know that.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. You got a side gig as a babysitter?
Sure, let's go with that. I fucking see everything. I usually will. I'll try to time certain movies where if it's like a kids movie, I'll go at night, so there will be less or no kids. This was an afternoon movie. I had to sneak it in before night came. Forget what my plans were, but I had plans. But it was kind of weird though because it didn't seem to get much of a reaction out of the kids in the audience. I don't know if that's a good gauge or not, because anytime I watch something with my nephew Jack, and he's 3, so it's probably not the best gauge, but he's just locked in. He does not react. He's just fucking hypnotized.
Uncle Car Keys.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You probably shouldn't have the same sense of humor as little children, but fuck it.
I mean, if anybody's listened to this show for an extended period of time, they know our sense of humor stopped evolving at some point in time.
That's true.
We're still laughing at poops and farts.
Yeah, but as we've maintained throughout the history of this podcast, they will always be funny to us.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how old we get.
I threw Dumb and Dumber on last night, and
Oh man,
some of the most lowbrow humor you'll ever come across, and it still fucking gets you.
I think it's on my Mount Rushmore still for comedy movies.
It's one of those movies where if it's like, they do those internet challenges where that someone will fill their mouth up with water and then show them clips, and if you laugh and you spray water out of your mouth, you lose, some shit like that.
Yeah,
If you can sit down and watch Dumb and Dumber from credits to credits and not laugh, I kind of don't trust you. There's something wrong.
yeah.
You're a wiener.
I'll always laugh at Jeff Daniels just fucking unloading in that toilet.
Yeah.
And
then
just like the sound he makes his feet off the ground.
And then just like the high squeaker fart that he giggles at towards the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an Oscar caliber performance right there.
Do that fucking dream sequence where Jim Carrey falls asleep while driving and he's at the Christmas party or whatever with Lauren Holly, who's a minx. That scene just instantly hits my funny bone too.
Yeah. Yep. Solid flick, holds up, and just completely in the gutter lowbrow humor.
Do you love me? She said no, but it's a really nice ski mask.
Stands the test of time. Great flick.
Fellas, I need help.
What happened?
I'm going to a friend's house. She's hosting for the World Cup tonight, and you met them, Angie
hot.
and Michelle. No.
Tell your story while I pee. I'll be right back and weigh in.
You've met the couple before, Kevin.
Yeah, they're awesome.
elite eaters, and they're preparing dinner and ordering dinner, and they just want me to do dessert. Come up with a dessert move.
Oh, Cheech, make me some peanut butter lasagna, quick.
That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. He needs the pudding to set overnight, so we're not going to be able to do it. But I'm trying to think of like a dessert move that I can make.
Yeah, what would Cheech do if he were on MasterChef? And you know how they always like they're making dishes and like Gordon Ramsay's watching. He's like, normally this would have to be prepared overnight. Very curious to see what she does here. Like what would Cheech just hack me?
I would have banged this risotto out in 10 minutes when it usually takes 45.
Yeah, Cheech has to bust out the pressure cooker or something.
Cheech
Blast
just
chiller.
goes. Yeah. Cheech just goes and grabs a bunch of fucking Jello and like the cases already and just scoops them out. I don't know, but I'm thinking about. I guess I should probably just DoorDash cupcakes, right?
I mean, I'm not saying this in like to demean anybody, but didn't they one time come to one of your parties and bring just boxes of incredible cupcakes?
Yeah, they said that this couple got married, and instead of a cupcake or a wedding cake, they got a bunch of cupcakes, like a fuck ton of cupcakes.
I mean, I had a couple of what was that? The Super Bowl party?
Yeah,
those cupcakes were phenomenal. I think.
Yeah.
Or you can just really Jeff Clark it and go to Ralph's and get a bunch of like yodels or
yeah. I'll just stock up on fucking like coffee cake.
I have here a
Edmonds
charcuterie board of Hostess. You'll see over here are ding dongs. We've got your snowball if you want some color in your life.
Oh, I got chopped up cosmic brownies.
That I've drizzled with peanut butter sauce. I think they'll pair nicely.
Kevin, you're a good gift giver, and I was hoping that you would provide some better feedback than what you've given me. But
I'm not going to lie.
I put you on the spot. So
the more I started making jokes about a Hostess charcuterie board, the more it sounded appealing to me.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
I mean, presentation is everything. You show up with some variety, like little dunking sauces for your ding dongs.
Yeah, like a nice little caramel sauce.
Yeah.
From Smothers, of course. Or Smuckers, excuse me.
I don't hate it. And it
All
shows
right, I'll
effort.
figure it
It
out.
should effort.
I figured I'd get us some. I'd ask him before you brought up the next topic, whatever that is.
Well, I think we've come to the moment where Droopy just really wants a chance at redemption.
You give your seat to Droopy, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting kicked out of my seat a lot this episode.
Yeah. First Nick Cage, now Droopy. She got a real A-list of guests this week. Me.
Yeah. What was it? Dingleberry, the crack smoker or something?
Yeah, something like that. That works. Sure, that works.
Are you having a good day? Well, I'm about to ruin it.
No.
This is Droopy's bad news. Hello, everybody. How was your 4th of July's?
It was
Pretty good.
decent. I mean, I don't know how you do with fireworks, Droop, but Mayday did not appreciate them. And it was a very tense night in the Miller household.
Oh yeah. The little mama, we took her to the fireworks. She was not pumped, but she didn't get that bummed out.
Look, I've lived a long and hard life. It's going to take a lot more than some fireworks to throw me off my game. But no judgment, no judgment.
I mean, she is only 2.
Shuddy boy, that's 14.
Fair enough.
Not to droopy you, but
Yeah, you did. You droopied all over my face.
I've been known to do that. I get a little excited sometimes. Well, I hope your 4th of Julys were better than a Florida man who was swimming in the ocean off a beach in Fort Myers, who was directly struck by lightning and blasted to death. The lightning strike also shocked 3 other people in his vicinity, but they survived. You know what? I just had to get that one out of my system.
Yeah, I thought you were coming here to be more bright and cheery.
I know. I had to tone these down a bit, but I just
Old
wanted.
habits die hard, huh?
That's true, and I just wanted that one out there as comparison to show how I've grown. In other news, backyard barbecues, a staple of the 4th of July, are also a secret source of danger and horror. Just ask Minnesota teenager Noah Walden. While he and his family were cooking up some burgers, Noah got himself a surprise topping, a wire bristle from the cleaning brush.
Oh no.
Yeah, have you ever eaten one of those accidentally?
No, but it's very bad. Very bad. Which is why Sharon does not allow me to use wire bristle brushes on the grill.
What do you use?
It is...
I lick it clean.
No. I either use a... like a Scotch-Brite copper pad, but
Okay.
that not even that. But they make brushes with synthetic bristles that you use when the grill is cold, not when it's hot. That I
Okay.
use, and so those pieces you only get the microplastics from that, not the metal bristles.
Yeah,
With ya.
Noah unknowingly swallowed the bristle, which became lodged in his intestine, causing intense stomach pain that compounded as the days went by, ultimately leading to him needing surgery. The doctors had to remove 3 inches of his bowels.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, the bristle kind of got stuck. And then I kind of just, I guess, act like a flapper for all the
That sucks.
the food and turds that go by and just like flick it like a little pain bean. But it's okay. He lived. See?
That's
Hey.
what counts. That's what counts.
And this Droopy News is already off to a better start.
I'm turning over a new leaf. He didn't die. He just
And
has.
listen, did he really need those 3 inches of bowel?
He's got
Probably not.
so much bowel.
Yeah, it's fine.
You could make the argument that he's got even more bowel to spare, and he'll still be fine. Jeff, do you have big bowels?
What,
Or do you have,
what is that? Like, I do shit big, yeah.
are you asking if bowels are a mammal?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. It's just the size of your shit and piss, right? That's your bowel movements.
No, that's your bowel movement. You're not
Sorry.
you're not shitting out your bowel every time.
Yeah, right. Obviously.
I think you could lose 3 inches of bowel and still go on with your day.
Oh, I have enough bowels spare. Don't worry.
Oh, hey, while you're down there, can you just throw that bowels on the end of my penis? Give me an extendo.
Yes, my favorite He-Man character, Extendo.
In other news, the CDC is investigating an outbreak that has sickened 145 people across 17 states that is linked to cyclospora. Do you know what that is?
Psychosplorer. No.
It's a parasitic intestinal illness that causes sickness and most commonly explosive diarrhea.
Imagine having that with a fucking metal bristle in your bowel.
Yeah, you might explode it out of your ass. You get to keep all of your bowels.
Fine.
As somebody who gets diarrhea often, what technically counts to make it explosive? You know how sometimes you like fart out a diarrhea Hadouken that kind of splatters the bowl? Was that explosive? Does
Yeah,
that
I mean,
count?
that would be explosive. Like when you basically fart liquid poop out of your butt.
I think you got to fart and it's got to be like liquidy, right? Like it's got to be an audible fart and there's got to be substance.
Kevin, I know you're not on mic, but I do see you wearing your headset. So hit the pooping Kathy.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, isn't all diarrhea kind of explosive? It's just if you have to fart during it?
I think it's the ferocity of which it comes out of your butthole.
Like if you
Yeah,
do
if the water splashes back up.
if you do the
Like if you have-
Jeff Daniels and your legs are in the air.
Like if you have diarrhea that just comes out like chocolate soft serve, that's not explosive.
If it flips up on the underside of the seat, is that when it crosses over into explosive?
For someone who doesn't really use a toilet, you have a whole lot of knowledge of it, Droopy. I'm impressed.
I'm domesticated.
He does use a toilet.
Look, in my Hanna-Barbera days, I had to really class it up to keep that job. They saw me pooping on something that wasn't a toilet. They were going to beat my ass.
He can't flush. He doesn't have any thumbs.
I had an assistant who did that for me. But yeah, the no deaths have been reported. See?
So far, so good.
It's believed to be related to consuming food or water that's been contaminated with poop.
So basically, Montezuma's revenge.
Yeah. Of the 17 affected states, the ones hit hardest were Illinois, New York, and Texas. And the CDC has yet to determine the source of this outbreak. But if you're pooping on the underside of the seat, you might be a victim. In other news, are you guys familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh?
My brothers actually loved that when I was in high school and going to college. So I thought it was really gay.
I'm mildly aware of it. I know that it's in the Pokemon sort of Pokemon Magic trading card game, but I know nothing of the lore. I don't know how it operates, uh, and I have zero interest.
Yeah, it seems like if Pokemon and Magic the Gathering fucked and made a super autistic nerdy baby, it would be Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm sort of grasping at straws here. I can't tell you too much about it either. What I can tell you about is that it is very big in the nerdy community, and a card gaming store in Oregon recently had to suspend their in-person Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments because the people showing up were too stinky.
That
Yeah.
is not surprising.
Yeah, it's pretty on brand. I'm a little disappointed in these Yu-Gi-Oh, but at least shower.
Yeah,
Don't be a fucking don't. Sorry, go ahead.
you really just want to be a living stereotype.
Right, that's what I was gonna say.
You know what you're doing. You know what you enjoy. It's too much to just take a fucking shower.
Dude, I haven't heard that name in a long time though. Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like Kevin, get back on mic. Did you ever have a Yu-Gi-Oh phase?
No.
Or are you too old for it?
No, it was one of those things where like I did like Pokemon. I feel like I talked about it. Like I didn't know really the lure of it. I was in high school and they were like, hey, some RPG from Japan is coming out that's supposed to be awesome. And I got it and I liked it. And then I saw the cartoon and I was like, fuck. Like even as being a kid in high school, I was like, I'm too old for this. But I still like dug it. And then when the Pokemon cards became a fad, like my little sister was into it and my cousins were. And if you give, I did like card collecting. Just that blind box cocaine fucking nerve itch of just opening up a pack and like, oh God, am I going to get anything rare? I did enjoy that aspect of it, but it didn't hold my attention for long. And then when I saw Yu-Gi-Oh, I was like, bitch, you are fucking late to the party. I do not care with whatever you have to offer.
Hey, you phase out of that gayness. I like it.
Stood the test of time, though. Still popular.
Popular enough where they're still hosting in-person tournaments, and the shop that was hosting this series of tournaments was being hit with multiple negative reviews due to the smelly clientele showing up for the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, and the shop issued a statement that Konami, the company that owns Yu-Gi-Oh, has strict hygiene standards, and since people were not following them, they paused tournaments for a full week. Konami released a statement saying that they require all players and spectators to wear clean clothes and to not smell like microwaved ass if they want to participate. So anybody who shows up stinky can be asked to leave.
Man. And I'm sure there's like a threshold of stink they'll allow. You know what I mean? Like your BO has to be pretty bad for you to get fucking red carded from a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
Yeah. It's like I can tell you did put on deodorant today. It's wearing off, but you put it on.
Yeah, you tried.
You brushed your teeth, you combed your hair, looks like a new shirt. All right, you can come in.
You have showered this week. You're good.
You, sir,
you
have cartoon stink lines coming off of you. You're fucking
get
bad.
out of here, Pepe Le Pew.
And finally today, a man in Spain dealing with severe, persistent head pain went to the doctor and was diagnosed with metastatic brain cancer.
Jeez.
We started on a fucking really, really depressing story, and we're going to end on one, too.
After future visits and scans, they noticed that the source of his head pain wasn't actually a tumor at all, but a tapeworm living in his brain.
That's terrible. That is how. Do you have an answer on how that could possibly happen?
I do. I'm going to tell
Oh
you about
no, he's eating Basque, huh? Eating Basque food.
it. I mean, a tapeworm living in your brain. There's only one source of food, right? Your brain.
Yep.
That thing's staying alive. I have one guess of what it's eating.
Yep.
It probably hurts. Luckily, this rare condition is easily treated with anti-parasitic medications, and this man did overcome this ordeal. The doctors tried to figure out where the tapeworm could have been transmitted to him, and they deduced that it was from when he worked construction and likely got it through fecal oral transmission when sharing a restroom with his coworkers.
Yeah, in the porta potty, huh?
Yeah, there must have been like shit crystals floating through the air.
Or he got sent up with bungee cords.
Jackass 3D.
Yeah, it didn't. The article did not say if this man was Steve-O. It's got to be a little something more than that, right? For a larva or an egg to get in your mouth.
You would think.
It's probably too big to float around on a poop crystal in the air. Maybe this guy just ate some poop. I wonder if
Poor dude.
do you think
I
you
wonder if you
can
can get workers' comp for that.
I think this all happened after he retired. Do you think this is something that you could get from licking somebody's butt?
I mean, a human probably.
Like if
I
you
don't know. That would mean probably have to have a parasite in their ass, right?
yeah, probably.
I mean,
It doesn't just come from
Yeah.
nowhere.
I would say pretty rare cases, which this would be considered a rare case. I would assume you could eat ass and get a parasite. Yeah.
You just got to be careful. You got to pick and choose which ass you want to eat.
Yeah. It's supposed to be ass eating season for me. I'm ready. What's up, ladies?
Yeah, speaking of, I'm going to go and eat some ass. But this has been today's installment of Droopy's Bad News.
Good work, Droopy. See you, buddy.
Always a pleasure to have him on.
How did that work? Was that a little better now that it's less morbid?
That was a little more fun.
A little easier to riff on?
Yeah, a little. We can go back to the regular Droopy news in the next couple weeks or whenever he finds more articles.
Yeah, he'll get to work. He'll start hitting the streets, as they say.
Evan,
Yeah.
I had an epiphany about the dessert situation I was having.
Okay. Are you gonna
So
get that,
you remember-
that cum ice cream that I ate?
No, I'm not going to get the cum. Actually, we were thinking about that. We were thinking about getting pints of that ice cream, but thought of a different move. Remember the dipped cheesecakes that we got at 626 Night Market?
Yeah, I regularly jerk off thinking about those.
Well, one of that spot, they have a location in Long Beach, as I've told you over the years. So I'm going to go get some dipped cheesecakes for the party. Get maybe 3 or 4. They also have deep fried Oreos with horchata whipped cream.
How many
And
people are
then-
going to this shindig?
I think there's going to be 7 of us.
Okay.
The couple hosting, Bill and Erica, me and Cheech, and then Rich.
Nice.
So it's at 7. Yeah. A couple other people had to bail. So I'm thinking maybe 3 cheesecakes, deep fried Oreos, a deep fried churro cheesecake. Little variety. It's the spice of life. They have a deep fried churro cheesecake and a deep fried cheesecake. I think I'm just gonna get the churro cheesecake, but
What is Sophie's choice for you?
I know.
I want the churro cheesecake. Can you deep fry it?
Yeah. So I figured that out. Not that anyone really cares that much, but I don't know if you want to live vicariously through my fat ass. That's what I'll be eating tonight for dessert.
Look, I know we've got some dessert enthusiasts that listen to the show, and they will be pleased.
Let me give you the options. I want to hear what you think. The Fruity Pebble one is sold out. Excuse me, out of stock. Flavor of the summer, strawberry shortcake dip cheesecake. I'm interested in that. They also have
Mr.
a
Strawberry Shortcake himself, Jeff Clark. Very
Yep.
intrigued.
They have a caramel peanut one, which looks kind of like crushed Butterfingers.
Okay.
We got the Ferrero. You know,
Fuck yes.
the
The
exquisite
hazelnut
candies.
chocolates.
Ferrero Rocher?
There's a
Yep.
spot in the meth mall called Oh Sugar that does a Ferraro milkshake,
Whoa.
Ooh.
and it is incredible.
You know what?
It's incredible.
I've been kind of craving a malted chocolate milkshake. I haven't had a malted milkshake in years, and I've been kind of craving one. I don't even know where to find one.
You know who made
Um,
great ones were Mel's in Hollywood, the old-timey diner.
Yeah, didn't we recently talk about that? I know we recently talked about diners, and I, in my head, I was going to ask you if you've been to Mel's and if you liked it. I don't know if I ever got that question out though.
I when I lived in Hollywood, I used to go there from time to time. It was, when I wasn't giving a shit about what I ate, it was, a really good spot to go and get some diner food. They had good curly fries, but their malted milkshakes were so fucking good. And then they would leave the big steel cup of the leftovers. So there was like overpour. So you could get like 2 milkshakes from one order. And they put so much malt in there. Sometimes you would get a sip or like a spoonful where you could crunch the malt crystals in it. And oh my God.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Wonderful.
They also have the standard cookies and cream dip cheesecake. So I figured it out. I'm happy. I'm pumped.
Tune in next week to find out what Jeff ate. He might not be the guest. He's got a busy schedule, but he'll text me if he can't make it.
Yeah.
But there you go, everybody. Thank you for listening. And please, if you wouldn't mind supporting the homie, check out The Second Coming of John Cooper. It's available on VOD. You can rent it or buy it on Amazon Prime. I almost said Freevee. Fandango at home, Google TV, up in Canada, YouTube. I think it might actually also be on Vimeo as well.
Huh.
Vimeo also does VOD. But yeah, all those platforms have it. If you haven't watched it yet, please check it out. If you have watched it, please tell a friend, spread the word. That's the only way that this audience is going to grow for the film and potentially catch some heat and maybe become a success. We'll see. But spread the word, please. Yeah, put stories up on social media if you're watching it. And I know it's a pain in the ass, but it's also a huge help if you review it. And they kind of don't make that easy. I know if you watch it on Fandango at the end, like a little thing pops up and it just lets you give it like a star rating. Amazon is a little bit more of a pain in the ass because you have to go into your Amazon account through a fucking computer, like laptop or desktop, and leave a review that way. But if you're a user of Letterboxd, I think I'm only like 3 reviews away, 3 scores, 3 watches from it being eligible to have like an average score, which I know is a really fucking low bar to hit. But close. We're fucking close, man. It's very close. So yeah, all the reviews are huge, huge, huge helps. Even the people out there that have been dunking on it. So check it out. And if you want to get yourself a poster, check out this beautiful bastage. Etsy.com/shop/John Cooper movie. You can get a poster while they last.
Look how good it looks hanging on a wall.
It is just symmetrical. It much like the Big Lebowski's rug, it'll tie any room together.
Nice.
Jeffro Records, what do you got going on?
Fucking nothing.
Sick.
Just chilling. Writing about World Cup and golf. Neither are going very well. Actually, my World Cup picks are fine. Golf is a fucking nightmare. Can't wait for football. I'll be doing some previews over at outkick.com, so check that out. Hopefully I can come back next week and promote my articles and my NFL preview series, but that's really it. That's all I got going on right now.
Word. And,
yeah, go to dbtcs.com too.
And shout out to our other guests, Nicolas Cage, Droopy Dog, and you can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
Shuddy Boy.
At Jeffro Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. And at John Cooper Movie. By the way, if you haven't gotten your fix, MSPH continues. Please support the homies. Keep the show alive. And sign up for our Patreon. Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. We are not in the business of boo-fooing anybody. We're putting in the fucking work. There's a lot of shows to listen to, a lot of stuff you get, and it's all great. I think we are 1 week away. Next week, MasterChef is finally back on the air, so Crafter Jeff Shuddy edition will be out of hiatus, and we'll be able to finish that season up. So check it out. Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Also check us out on YouTube. YouTube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you. I think we might have something in the works with some new merch. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. We don't play anything too close to the chest. Once it's available, you'll hear about it. And I guess that's it, friends. Fuck Spotify. And until next time, something.